What's crack with you people? Anansi here, and Elk will put the gun down. Put the gun down. We're trying to be nice here. We're trying to be nice to the guy. Welcome back to Sudeki. In the last one, we traveled to Ecloria. We are now on enemy territory. And the first thing we do as in the enemy territory is we impersonate a rescue party, apparently, from enemy HQ and restore the holy faith of Tetsu, of all things. And Ecloria, you think it would be his brother since, we're in the Darklands, essentially, but no. And what better way to return that than as an angelic princess with the Heli symbol?
Praise Tetsu on high. By returning the symbol to me, you have restored my faith. See how Tetsu has blessed us? You have proved yourself worthy. Come inside my church and we can talk.
Ah, how fickle some people's faith can be. I'm not even going to get into that right now. Let's go ahead and go to the church and see what he got to talk about. Because we did that in order to talk to one of the children who knows about the disappearances. Crystal Reef Church. Okay, Reverend Casser.
Thanks for all you've done for us.
And that's all he's got to say to us. And he fully restores us if we talk to him, so there you go. So you go in the back here. Can't use that anymore, so let's see. We got a couple of children lying around.
You are going to kill the monsters for us? You are a hero! The entrance is at the bottom of the cliff. Talk to Lord Muesli and ask him to switch on the elevator. That will take you all the way down.
Okay, the very articulate child. See here. Okay. Okay, so apparently we have fish children and they can only speak fish. Somehow that's not the most surprising thing I've ever seen. I've ever had to say. So let's go ahead and talk to Lord Muesli. Also, with regards to save points, now that we're actually in Ecloria, I'm probably gonna stop. I know I said this last time, like a good minute ago, but I'm probably gonna go ahead and start talking through the the save screens, because that was the spoiler I wanted to avoid showing off in the early parts of the game. I had save points in Ecloria, revealing parts of the game, and I guess out of habit, I just been cutting out the save screen. So you might see me doing that every now and then. You might not. I don't know. But let's go talk to Lord Muesli about lowering the elevator.
So Kerfin thinks the entrance is at the bottom of the cliff, does he? I'll switch on the elevator for you then. Good luck.
Okay, so we're going to be at the elevator now. Here's the thing. How did he not know that the entrance at the bottom of the elevator when we have this sign right here that says, please you inquire at the mansion if you need... Oh, never mind. Well, I mean, even then, there's a giant sign on here that's a trident, okay? Well, why would you have that on here? Not to mention, you can see the entrance from the lighthouse, from the bay. You can see it from the harbor. It's like, it's not that hard to notice, dude. Like, here it is. It's like, how'd you not notice was here, man? So it looks like the enemies for this area are going to be Finbar's race. How interesting. Dead fish cave. I guess it must be because of this thing right here. The giant dead skeleton, which I don't think is possible because I think fish or amphibians anyway. Yeah, I don't think fish at all have skeletons. I think it's just cartilage, which is why they can't find any fossils of fish.
This place is amazing. Look at it.
These drawings are strange. They're of some sort of mermaid.
This one looks pretty good to me.
Really, Tal?
Oh my, she's a beauty, all right. Very bountiful, so to speak.
It's said that a man's feeble heart would melt the moment she began to sing.
I can see why. She's obviously a healthy specimen. And of course, half naked.
Of course.
I can't see what's so fascinating about a half-naked fishwoman singing sea shanties to any man that comes along. I'm sure it's not so interesting when all you can smell is wet fish in your lap.
Don't spoil the image.
Men are like fish, easy to catch, briefly satisfying, and then just a bag of bones that stinks up the tent.
Oh, stop it, you. We're offended now, aren't we, Tal?
Oh, that's right. There are some fish with bones. Duh. I'm an idiot. So you have bone-in fish and bone-out fish. But yeah, no. I like how the girls just roast the boys for being dudes. It's like Elko, you're married. You're married until he looks pretty dope to me. But who am I to judge? Yeah, no, it looks like we're dealing with a siren. How interesting.
This place is something special, isn't it?
It has a certain atmosphere.
Can you hear that? It's beautiful.
It gets inside your head, doesn't it?
Are you two still discussing the finer points of aquatic ladies?
I can hear it. So clear.
I hear you. Sing! Sing to me!
What?
Most beloved Siren! I am coming!
She knows me. Ah.
Where are you going?
And just like that, we've lost half our party. So, yeah. It looks like we're dealing with a siren now, and the siren has, true to her name, abducted the men in our party. So we're pretty much down to just Ailish and Buki, which honestly is not that big a hindrance as you might think. Whereas, when you were just down to Tal and Elko at an early point in the game, and yes, these enemies do explode in gore every time you strike them. They drop ointments too. Interesting. Whereas just the Tal and Elko, which are pretty much your two power hitters as far as I'm concerned. You got your tank and your black mage. You have your white mage and your attacker. That's essentially your warrior for all intents and purposes. This isn't too bad because Buki can, call a third party member who does damage based on how how higher Hesence is. And Ailish can heal. And at this point you should have had your characters buffed up enough to where one of Ailish's healing abilities is pretty much a full heal. It's pretty much a full heal, all things. It's pretty much a full heal. And Buki has a regen ability, so yeah, you shouldn't be in any real danger, all things considered. Also, you may have noticed that the statue of the mermaid in the center of the arena looks a lot like, if not Yimi, then one of the other I'm going to go ahead and say generic NPCs. But I want to say it looks more like Yimi than anything else. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So let's see, who are these new enemies that we have to deal with? So you go down here. They are got the hydrogenate warrior and the hydrogenate myrmidon. So your warrior is pretty much your ranged warrior with the Critici with a crossbow. Is immune to freeze, stun, and weaken, able to steal SP from enemies and regenerate themselves. You want to defeat shamans and myrmidon before you kill warriors. Here's your myrmidon. So we haven't seen the shamans yet, so they give you a hit for that one. Immune to freeze, stun, and weaken, able to steal SP from opponents and regenerate themselves. Use ranged attacks. Basically, these enemies have the ability to steal your skill points. So that's why they give you skill ointments instead of skill cells, because you're probably going to be running out of skill points fighting these guys. But once again, if you have Singing Siren Chamber, if you have upgraded your weaponry the way I have, you should be fine. Here, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. So going up here unlocks. It looks like something has to be placed in the pillars by the statue traditional seafaring men used to offer mermaid pearls to mermaids who have won their hearts. So we have to find mermaid pearls. Okay. Here. Quest log here. According so help the town of Crystal Reef by clearing the grotto. Pearls for the mermaid statue. Find the first mermaid pearl hidden somewhere in the grotto for the mermaid statue. So this part of the game, in my opinion, we are now starting the third act, which pretty much is the final act of most 3-act structures. And in my opinion, this is probably the weakest act in the game. Well, the weakest part of the game anyway, at least the weakest start to it. Before we get into that, I want to bring this up real fast. So we have this, Eden Coral. Finbar didn't... Okay, I will spoil it a bit there, but Finbar is the individual we have to give Eden Coral to. You need 5. I have said multiple times that Omnium is by far the hardest, well, the rarest item to get in the game. I want to amend that. It's the second rarest item to get in the game. The rarest item is Eden Coral. Finbar wants 5 altogether. We have 2. And the only place you can get it is either A, from random drops, or B, from the hydrogenates. Hence why, if you look in the values again, where is it here? Hydrogenate scale. They drop the scales. The Eden Coral is a rare drop for them. So that is something to keep in mind. And you will pull your hair out trying to get all of them. I remember it took me quite a while to get all 5. I believe this opened up. But yeah, no, the Nasario's Grotto, while is atmospherically great, it's, in my opinion, a very weak start to the game because it gets repetitive fast. And you can very easily get lost if you don't know what you're doing. There's a Crystal Aquatic Claw. These have so the thing about the Crystal Aquatic Claws is that they inflict slow. So you want to try to get rid of them as fast as possible. I believe these are hydrogenate shamans, I want to say. I am getting my butt kicked here. Okay. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a little bit of help here.
My savage friend, your skills are needed.
And yeah, the hydrogenous, they steal SP per hit. It's not like they have a special move that steals SP, they just hit you and they steal it. So keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and do a Witch's Kiss here because, well,
You can't resist my healing kiss.
Mookie's getting pretty damaged here. And this is where all my gloating comes back to bite me. Let's see, where is it? Here. So let's go ahead and find Sapphire. Even though Sapphires are blue, this is very clearly purple. It should have been like an Amethyst Panacea. I think that would have been a better one rather than Sapphire. And these crystal aquatic claws, they drop the crystal crab crystals. So yeah. So yeah, we've got a couple of items from late game. And it's a rare drop for Crystal Reef, where you get a Brightwater Pearl for Brightwater, you get a Crab Crystal for, well, you know, Crystal Reef. So yeah. Yeah, no, as of right now, we're without Tal and Elko because they fell to the Siren Song. And it's up to our girls since, you know, good old gender discrimination on the Siren's part, it doesn't affect them. And since they proved immune to the Siren's charms, well, you know. Let's see here, so what we got? We got Reptupelo Hide. Now, I'll admit, I don't know my way around the Nasara's Grotto. And as a result of that, it can be very frustrating going through. I know where we have to go to get the 2 pearls we need. I know where we have to go. Oh, I know what the areas look like anyway. And I know the solutions to most of the hydrogenous scale. To most of the puzzles we have to do to get the crystals, but getting there, that's another thing of itself. The scriber, take my advice on this, kill that thing as fast as possible.
We will hunt again.
Because I believe this is the exact same scribe from the Trials of Mo that summons a particularly devastating attack that can pretty much kill you instantly.
I will shred your flesh and tear your very soul.
You remember I got one shot in the earlier part. You really don't want to get this in the time of day of a chance to, you know, make your life a living nightmare. Okay. I'll do killing 4 things downhill, but we'll make do. We'll make do. Okay. Luckily, the hydrogenates are easy to juggle and make back off, so you don't have to worry about them really getting on your nerves too much. Huh? Like that. There's an eco chest down there. I just sworn that we don't see eco chests inside this area. Shows what I know. Here are you. Okay, and Ayla's got to level up, so let's see what we got here in terms of new monsters. I believe that should have added, there you go, Crystal Scribe. It's ranged, able to stun opponents and cancel positive effects. Let's see what the other scribes were. this one. So we got a Toxic Scribe and Illusion Scribe. So I think we're missing one Scribe, I want to say. Cancel policy styles effects. I just gotta double check here, because I remember there was one that didn't get recorded. Yeah, it's the Toxic Scribe. My bad. Because the Shadow Orb pretty much makes your life a living nightmare. The carcass of a dead sea creature. Whatever killed this must be a mighty foe. Huh. Okay, well, we know that, well, the only thing in here that would probably kill it would be Nasaria, so yeah, I gotta have to deal with that one. Okay, so due to this, I'm gonna go over here. Luckily, Buki comes with us, because we're gonna need her for this area. And this is, I think this is purely just to get that chest. I forget what's in it. It's either a weapon for the party, or it's an orb. In either or, it could be either or. But I know it's not a pearl, because you don't find the pearls in chests. The pearls you actually find lying around inside the maze. Because this is just one giant maze, and that's what makes it confusing. And it looks like from the appearance of the grotto is that at one point it fed an aquifer system, maybe sewer or water. It's got a shell key. Okay, it wasn't an item. So it looks like it was something we needed to progress. I think I came this way first. Get any evening core from here? Got a Stardust Vial, which we luckily don't need at the moment. An Aegis drink. But yeah, no, I mean, getting back to my previous point. The issue with this area is that it's very easy to get lost in. It's very easy to get turned around in if you don't know where you're going. Luckily, we don't have to come back to this area, so we can effectively cross it off the map. But couple that with the crystal crabs that slow you with their special hits, and having enemies that steal the SP from you, as well as regenerate health, and you're in for a bad time. So let's go ahead and bring out Asilos again.
My savage friend, your skills are new.
And I cannot stress this enough. Asilos is probably one of the more helpful skills to know in the game. Even if you don't put a lot of stock in his abilities, because, you know, once again, it's controlled by the AI, and the AI of Sudeki can be better. It can be better. Not gonna act like it can't. It still does a decent amount of damage based on your essence if you got the essence. If you didn't, then yes, it is going to be a problem. Because I remember I had gotten Asilos a couple of times before, actually, and had never actually used him. At least the way he was intended to be used. And that's because I had never gotten the I had never gotten the essence of the characters because I didn't understand what essence was. It's usually because using in RPGs, you know, it's pretty easy. Oh, by the way, I forgot Ayla's got the level up. Duh. So she's at. Let's go ahead and get her essence up again. Let's get it up. Actually, no, wait. I said we're gonna focus on her power. Have her do some damage. There we go. But yeah, no, if you get your, but yeah, you get the essence up on the characters, you get a lot more mileage out of their powers. And you know, when you have, you know, the actual character like Ocelot going through and doing work, you know, it does a lot. He does help out. Crack this open. Hoping to find an eating corn inside one of these because I honestly don't remember the exact enemy that drops it. I just know that it's dropped by enemies in Nasaria's grotto. Okay, so we can't go that way. Let's see here. And okay, so that must be where the shell key is needed. Go over here. Okay. Okay. Luster Brew, not a bad one, not a bad one. The luster drinks are actually pretty good to have, and you're probably going to end up using those more often than you're going to use other equipment. Now we'll come back to this one later. Let's go this way first. Honestly, you know, we're actually at time, so we're going to call it a part here today. And we will continue onwards next time. I have been Anansi, you've been awesome, and I'll catch you later.